My name is Kris Antoni, and I'm from Indonesia. I started a company called Toge Productions. In the beginning, it was only just two students fresh from university, and we wanted to make games. I love games since I was like a little kid, and I've always dreamt to make my own games. So after graduating from university, I started making Flash games in my spare time, and then that was like around 2009, and because it turns out like making Flash games could actually support, so I decided to quit my job and focus full time on game development, and I think that's how I started my my game development studio. But since 2009, we've been through a lot, like making Flash games, and then the Flash industry basically went belly up. So we had to move to mobile, and then we had to also look at other platforms like PC, Steam, and console. And throughout my journey, there's always things that I keep finding out. Like developers in Indonesia usually they have the capacity of making great games, but they don't have the funding, or sometimes if they execute the game very well, they don't know how to sell it. And the local publishers prefer to license games from Japan or from Korea because they have a better track record, and because the Indonesian developers they don't really know them, so they're not, I would say they're not very comfortable in investing because they don't know what to invest into, right? So there's a gap. So earlier this year, Toge Productions, we announced that we open our publishing division. The goal is basically to help these local developers, the smaller teams that have a very good potential, have a very capacity of making great games, but they don't have the support or they don't have the funding and stuff like that. So we basically try to build a bridge to help them and basically to bring their games to the global market. So yeah, I think that's the my journey from how I went into the game development scene, and then also opening up publishing studio.